Hi, I'm Barb, Meeble PhD, and 10 years ago was 2016, which first of all is just a little hard to believe. But when I was looking through my game list for games that came out that year, it turned out to be an amazing year of games. And so I thought it would be fun to pick out my top 3 games from 2016. Without further ado, let's go. My number 3 is habitats. First of all, this is one of my favorite themes in games, animal themed games where you are building up a habitat in front of you, placing out animals into it. But then you add on the puzzliness of this game, where when you are placing out an animal, it has requirements on it that it needs to make it happy. So it'll have different terrains that it wants or groups of terrains that it wants around it. But of course, each animal that you're putting out has its own requirements. And so a big part of this game is trying to figure out how to place out your animals in a way that will make the most of them happy as you possibly can, and ultimately score the most points. And so both the puzzliness and the fact that this is a nature and animal themed games combines to make this one of my favorite games and my number 3 favorite for 2016. My number 2 is Oceanos. This is a game where you are exploring the depths of the ocean. Each round, you are drafting cards and playing out a row of cards. And you play this over 3 rounds. So each round, you are going a little bit deeper into the ocean and finding more things. But also, in addition to just exploring the ocean, you are trying to upgrade your ship. Your little submarine has these puzzle pieces that you can swap out as you upgrade. So when you start the game, you have this aquarium that can only hold 3 animals. But then at some point, you might get to upgrade it so it can hold 5 different sea animals on it. Or you can upgrade the tail just to get yourself some extra points each round. Or the periscope, which lets you look at additional cards each round. It also has this really cool drafting mechanism where each round there is a captain and they deal cards to the other players, not themselves. And then they get the discards from the other players. Now, they always get a minimum number of cards based on how many periscopes their ship has. So if they don't get enough cards back from the other players, they'll draw it to make up for it. But it means that, you're kind of thinking as you're drafting, what do I want? What do I want my captain to be able to choose from this round? And it also means that if you are beefing up your own periscope, you might be giving the captain more cards in addition to yourself each round. And I really love that part of the game. I also just enjoy looking at the art. It's super cute. The different animals that are in the game, and there's a little bit of danger with these kraken eyes. And so all of this comes together into a really fun package. It plays very quickly, even at a full player count. And so this one, Oceanos, became one of my favorites of 2016 and is still on my list and hits the table. And my number 1, no contest, absolutely is Clank, the deck building adventure. It's hard to believe that this game is 10 years old, and it is just one of my favorite games of all time, and so it has to be my favorite from 2016. This is a deck building game where you are using the cards in your hand in order to do things on a board. You're moving through the dungeon, you're fighting different monsters, finding treasures, and ultimately trying to get an artifact and get out of the dungeon before you get killed dead by the dragon. This one is just so much fun to get to the table. I still love the base game with the base board. I also have all of the expansion boards and the mini expansion boards. I now play Clank Catacombs probably more frequently than this one. And of course, we have also played through the legacy games. But for me, even the base game, I still love getting that to the table, and that is Clank. So what about you? What games from 2016 are you getting to the table still? Do you still love? There were a lot of them from this year that I had to choose from, and it was a hard choice for me. So I bet you might have some favorites you want to let me know about in the comments. Otherwise, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel so you know when my new videos come out. And you can follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky as MaplePhD. I have a blog at maplephd.com, and I will see you next time.